Hello all. Just finished reading all the comments on Collapso 3 and I just don't know what to say. I've sat here for about 5 minutes kind of going, how should I approach this? I'm still not really sure. I thought if I turn the camera on, something'll come out. Quite frankly, I think I'm basically revolted by the whole thing. But I can't really tell you that. But I am. I'll just start something and see what happens. Let's over the last year. It's coming to the end of the year now. I've certainly been doing these presentations 5-6 days a week all year. Now there's normally 1, 2, 3 comments on how many bits of information do I put out in each 5, 10, sometimes 15 little snippets of information. Basically are solid facts, and I add a little mystic comment on the end of it. And I think it comes down to, I'll start there. So I do these presentations. And generally, so I'll describe a graph for a minute or two, say what's in there, and at the end of it have a little, 15-second or even sometimes just 5-second little opinion on the end of it. And I think what we have here is exhibited in this Collapso stuff, that most people are interested just in the opinion section and not really interested in the facts at all. Now the trouble here is that I'm in the wrong, so it's very hard to make this video because it just looks like sour grapes or something, because it's obviously been shown that I'm completely wrong. And exponential can mean, as I read in one of these comments this morning, and I'm sure they wouldn't have got it wrong, an increase per year of 0.01% is an exponential increase. Now I go fine, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is in real life. That's what it is. Okay. But how much anguish, how much tippy typing, and how much coming back to the site and reading has the thing that's got me is that this nonsense has elicited all this opinion, whereas a whole year of facts elicits just about no comment at all. Now, fine, I'm not. I kind of, one of the things I was thinking this morning, well, would it be better? I suppose, I'll use better. Would it be better if I'd made the site, because what I put out seems to be to catalyse different things to happen. So would it be better if because I thought, well, I could flop over to this form of doing things easily. I could pick out something and make it comment worthy. And I thought, no, this is one of the reasons that I left YouTube, because I'd come down in the morning and open it up and there'd be, one morning there was 200, but I mean there's often normally about 50 comments or something, but the comments were just opinion. They were just opinion. They weren't, how can I express this? For you to know, and it's the end of the year, and let's say I can accept that people want to be a bit relaxed at the end of the year and don't want to deal in solid facts, or this actually is this, and if this is this, then means this. Inevitably, because this will mean to that, because we can follow the leads that one leads to the other. We're a bit more relaxed at the end of the year, so maybe we do want to just give opinions off. But if in all these following through on this ExpoCollapso thing, I'll just give you a hint. I think that if you came to Zarathustra's comments and didn't get to the end of them, or didn't read them twice, and just went, and went on to another one, you're probably only really interested in opinion. You're not really interested in facts at all. I could just see the way the comment section, the comments were put in, that some people were kind of going, putting a fact in as a lever and going, well, what about this? To people that were putting opinions in. And the opinion people normally just jumped away from it and span round with more opinions. Now, this is obviously the way to have a dynamic and exciting comment section, is to elicit as many opinions as possible. But what do they call it? That I would analogize to being more light than heat. Is it that way round? Anyway, you're not really getting anywhere, because I think for most people's opinions, they've kind of formed at the age of 19 and are never really going to change. Facts really don't come into it at all. And this whole thing has made me think, well, what do I want to do with Over the Peak? I do a presentation most every day. What am I doing it for? It's really made me think, what am I doing it for? When the most dynamic responses that I've had all year have been to tell me that I don't understand a word, or I'm misinterpreting a word. Now, if that was followed on by telling me how the misinterpretation of the word was leading me to miss some very important facts, I could maybe go along with it. But so much of it was just utter drivel. And I could see a lot of people, I'm not, having a go at everybody, a lot of people were trying to put either facts in or trying to leave facts out. I think, quite frankly, I'll return to where I was first off. I was pretty revolted by an awful lot of it. And I don't want that. I don't want opinion. It's just a waste of time. We can do opinion all over the place on talk radio or on YouTube or I don't know, everywhere else, down the pub. It's down the pub type talk, and it is fundamentally useless because people are they're just not interested in understanding what they are interested in, and I can absolutely appreciate this as a human thing, and I'm not very human. People want interaction with people. They want that interaction, and that is swapping just opinions across. And sometimes it can get heated, and sometimes it's not. But nobody really, behind these pub-type conversations, are really taking it seriously. It's just talk. Now, I want to put this, so I'll stress, I think that's a very, very human thing to do. It's what we probably have done for millions of years. It's just human interaction, and it's what people want. But it's for, I think, the Over the Peak comment section, fundamentally useless. But then I've got to kind of come up with something that is, well, what sort of facts do we want? And I have got no idea at all. Most of the time that I just put these things up, I just put them up as I found them interesting. Some news story or some graph chart or way things go up and down. I find them interesting, and I hope that other people will find them interesting. But I've got this strange idea that it's not, I don't want to do it for myself anyway. I don't want this information to form an opinion here. I just like to have some facts available. It gets all a bit waffly, but I think as you get more facts in the head and they're not played around with by opinion, the head, being a human thing, inevitably plays with them anyway, all these facts, and in a way does make an opinion out of it. But I try and always, where possible, keep the opinion out of it, because little opinions seem to stack on each other, and before you know it, you've got a meta opinion running in your head, and then everything, because your ego is then developed into this meta idea, that everything has to run through it or your ego takes a knock. But I'm drifting off too much. But I'll leave this video as something for you to try and tell me what you would like from me in my presentations. Would you like to see, because I can whip it up, and I don't know if I'd do it, because I think I would be really revolted by it. Like for instance, if I wanted a big comment section, or even a big listenership, or whatever you have for a blog site, I could think of these things every 3 or 4 days. Like I could go on for immigration's taking our jobs, or something like that, and I could push it and twist it and pop it out there, and as opinions came in, I'm very naughty. I can wind people up really easily, and I could do it in the comment section, and then I could do another video and wind people up, and I could get things going really well, and it would be an excellent place. It would be like going down to the pub. There would be lots of human interaction, lots of opinions being thrown in all over the place, but without really much regard to facts. And I have this idea, maybe it's foolish, this strange thing that I was rather after the idea of getting to some real facts, because I think they might be needed somewhere down the line. But maybe that's just a foolish mystic notion. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. You can comment and tell me what you think. Thanks, bye.